Good morning, Dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and we want to welcome you to the news of Camelot. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. Still a little cloudy outside, Flame, and still a little chilly. High of 63 degrees, but if we can get through today, Flame, it's going to get a little bit warmer each and every day through the weekend. We'll still have 14 hours and 26 minutes of sunlight, which is a plus, and it'll be a little sunnier later in the day. But hang in there, Dragons, because warmer weather is on the way. And we noticed that Flame brought his bird feeder with him. That's really nice of you, Flame. Probably because we're going to do a cardinal review. Cardinals love birdseed and sunflower seed because of their sharp beaks. But Miss Flaherty asked us, do we remember or do we know the seven states that have the Northern Cardinal as their state bird, that have adopted the Northern Cardinal as their state bird? She told us that Virginia is already one of them, right? So we need 6 more. And we brought our trusty map to show you that even though Miss Flaherty said they are east of the Mississippi River, do they all border each other? That's kind of interesting. Let's check. So here in the red is Virginia, right? One of the states is North Carolina down here. North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia, that's a 3rd state, and Ohio, that's a 4th state, and Kentucky, the 5th state, and Indiana, that's the 6th state. So if we look closely, Dragons, you see that all of these states, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, they all border each other. They are all next to each other. What do you think the 7th state is, Flame, that has the Northern Cardinal as its state bird? No, Flame, it is not Wyoming. It's Illinois. And since it's Illinois and that's the 7th state, why don't we make that our "this land is your land" state of the day? Let's do it. So Illinois, right here, Dragons, borders Indiana. It just keeps the pattern going right here. This gold state, Illinois, has a capital city of Springfield. It is not Chicago. Chicago is the most populous state in Illinois, right? It's the 3rd largest in the country. It's the 3rd largest populated city in the country, and that makes Illinois the 6th largest, most popular state in the whole United States, basically because of Chicago. Now, Illinois is very much into farming and manufacturing and different services, but it's also known as the land of Lincoln. It's known as the land of Lincoln, Flame, because Abraham Lincoln spent most of his life in Illinois. He wasn't born there, but he was born in Kentucky, but he spent most of his life there. That's why Illinois is called the land of Lincoln. You might notice that on their license plates. Now, Illinois became the 21st state to join the United States on December 3rd, 1818. And it was the first state to ratify the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery. And that's a cool little coincidence, right? Abraham Lincoln was so against slavery and all for freedom and equal rights that his state, where he is from, supported him by backing him and not allowing slavery to occur anymore. The first state to adopt the 13th Amendment. Illinois also has the largest public library in the country. That's pretty cool. Oh, and that's why you have Oreos, Flame, because Oreos were originated in Illinois. They're not made there anymore, unfortunately, but they originated there with billions and billions and billions of them being made every year, all the way up until, I believe, the mid-2000s, sometime around there. But they are tasty, and they are one of Flame's favorites. Not a superfood. Not a superfood, so be careful with that. Did you know, Dragons, that Illinois is home to 2 of the most famous inventors in the Industrial Revolution and 2 of the most famous inventors of our current technology revolution? That's pretty neat. So let's give it up for John Deere. John Deere is from Illinois, and he and Cyrus McCormick were part of the Industrial Revolution, and they invented different farming equipment that is allowed to help farmers use their tools, use their time, use their different supplies more efficiently so that they could work more each day and be able to sell things. Maybe their crops or their livestock or their machinery just becomes a little bit stronger. But two people that were key to the Industrial Revolution. This is not made to scale. Maybe for a cardinal, if a cardinal were to drive a big moving, big wheel and tractor thing, right? But that is not made to scale. But we want to thank McCormick and Deere nevertheless. And then two current inventors that we appreciate, they came from the University of Illinois, Mr. Khan and Mr. Jawad Kaheen, and they invented YouTube, which is how we get our program. So thanks to those two gentlemen who went to the University of Illinois. And I love Illinois, Flame. Some of my very closest friends are from Illinois. My buddy Mark, my buddy Watts, my buddy Andrew. One of my favorite teachers, Miss Keshava, she went to the University of Illinois and is from Champaign. So just a wonderful state, Dragons. I highly recommend that you go and visit it if you get the chance. Dun 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 dun! It's time for the birthday box. And do you think, what are the chances, Flame, that we have a pair of dragons that have a birthday that are in the same class with the same teacher? What do you think? I know, it's pretty unreal, but we do. Eaton Bass in Mr. Shatroma's class and Liam Elgis in Mr. Shatroma's class. Happy birthday, boys. That is awesome. On a workout Wednesday, too. I wonder if they're from Illinois. Maybe they like Oreos. Who knows? But the mail is here, Flame. Let's not waste any time with the mail. Dear Flame, thanks for doing the news. It helps me figure out the weather and who your friends are every Thursday. That's tomorrow. Stay tuned. By the way, I think there are 99 Hershey Kisses in the jar. If I'm correct, can I have them? From Chris S. in Fairfax. Yes, Chris. If you get the right answer, you may have the Hershey Kisses. And you might remember, Dragons, this is what Chris S. in Fairfax is talking about. Flame had this yesterday because he was not happy with me and all my fingerprints. But can you guess how many Hershey Kisses are in this jar? Chris said 99, and he is not correct. He's close, but he is not correct. I'll give you a hint. It's more than 10, right? All the blues and the greens and the pinks and the silvers, it's more than 20 also. I know. You're welcome. But if you get a guess and you want to write us and you think you know the answer, how many Hershey Kisses are in this jar, you can write me, you can write Miss Flaherty, you can write Camelots. Just let us know. Do you have a guess? Do you have a poem? Do you have a riddle? Do you have a joke? Have you been to Illinois? We still have a copy of Roderick Rules if you want it. We'd love to hear from you, Dragons. Just like we love hearing from Miss Flaherty. Look at this, Dragons. She's using a Lucky Charms cereal box today. So yesterday she used Mini Wheats Little Bites. She's got Cheerios and Smart Start. So today we're all about the Lucky Charms. Good morning, Dragons. Like I mentioned, I've really enjoyed watching and observing birds this spring on my walks. As we continue to celebrate gratitude in all of us, I find myself enjoying the little things more and more. My comfortable chair, my favorite pair of sneakers, hearing from my family members. It's never too late to appreciate these little things. You never know just how big they'll become. Let's listen to that again, Flame. It's never too late to appreciate these little things. You never know just how big they'll become. Lots of love, Miss Flaherty. That is so nice. That is so kind of Miss Flaherty to make us realize that we need to appreciate all the little things that we have. Great message, Miss Flaherty. Outstanding. What are we missing, Flame? It's Workout Wednesday, of course. So it might be a little bit on the chilly side, but it's a perfect day to get outside and to work out. Just make sure you keep your distance. So we have 5 exercises here, right? 2 of them, let's do these 2 at the same time. On this side, we have bunny hops. And we like bunny hops because what you're going to do, dragons, is you're going to stand with your legs as wide as your shoulders. You're going to jump up and a little out, and then you're going to stick the landing. You're going to land on your feet. 1, 2, 3. Jump, land, stick the landing. We're going to do 10 of those, right? Then a similar rabbit exercise. This is called chase the rabbit, or you might know it as mountain climbers, where you keep your arms still as wide as your shoulders, and you run with your legs. Don't move your arms, you move your legs up and down and up and down. Let's do 20 of those, okay? Then we have toe tappers, where you tap your toes, keep them together, and touch the top of your feet. We'll do 20 of those, and then we'll do high kickers. This looks like fun. So why don't we start with 10 with our right leg, where we touch our hands, and then 10 with our left leg. That'll work the sides of our core. Those are called the obliques. And then one of our favorites. We did this a couple days ago. We're going to do the tripod. Okay? Now, if you're really good, dragons, put your arm behind your back like this example. Put your hand down. Don't move. Keep your legs wide and hold still for 20 seconds. Then switch your arms, right? You're going to feel it in your core. You're going to feel so great because you have done all these different exercises. Some of them to get your heart rate up, and some of them to work your muscles in the middle. So on behalf of Flame, on behalf of all of Illinois, I'm Mr. Salerno. We hope you have a wonderful workout Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.